Hello guys, the Madrasi boy is back here. I haven't been making quite videos lately because I have just entered class 12 and I have been focusing on my studies keenly. I just completed my midterm exam yesterday and I'm proceeding towards my vacation. So I have decided to make a video today. And what's the concept about the video I'm going to make today? So the concept of the video I'm going to make today is liminal space. What is liminal space and what does that mean? So every day on internet we see a variety of trends that gather attention. So liminal space is one of that trend that has gathered attention recently. What is liminal space and how does it even affect you? So let me define what's liminal space. Liminal space is a concept that's being talked about a lot lately. If you're like many people who may have noticed that there are certain places or states of being in which you feel different off or uncomfortable, often these uncomfortable spaces turn out to be liminal space. Fortunately, there's a reasonable explanation for why liminal space feels different. Once you know the source of your feelings about liminal spaces, you can better deal with the feelings when a place makes you a bit unsettled. That's exactly what you're going to learn in this video. First, you will learn what's the definition of liminal space, and you will see some example and few pictures defining liminal space. Next, you will find how you can apply liminal space in your life and creative endeavors. Finally, you will discover how a liminal space can define some people's roles, phobia, and their feeling towards certain social situation and how it may be influencing your feeling towards them. So let's jump right in with the definition of liminal space. While surfing on YouTube, you might have seen videos which shows you the pictures of liminal spaces. You might have certainly come across videos in TikTok which shows you the pictures of liminal spaces or else the random pictures you see in your dream. They are like you have seen these images on the internet before. Photos have strangely familiar settings that should seem like regular places, but aren't as familiar as these images might be. You also can't help but feel a sense of uneasiness for whatever reason. These somewhat nostalgic images can create a mental state of unrest. These images, are more specifically the places presented in the images, are known as liminal space. The word liminal means relating to transitional or initial stage of a process. Transitional being a key word in its definition, as the Latin root for the word liminal is limen, limen meaning threshold. To put it into simpler terms, liminal spaces are transitional thresholds. They are temporary settings created to fulfill a specific purpose. For those who visit them, I use the word visit because a visitor arrives and then departs. For example, common liminal spaces are hallways. You may have seen these images of hallways online. You may have been in a hallway. I wouldn't doubt it. Long, empty, lonely hallways. Settings like this are a prime example of liminal spaces. The purpose of a hallway is to get you from one point of a building to another. They are temporary, transitional rooms. They are not meant to be occupied for long. Photos like this one, an empty hotel hallway, void of any life. A setting like this can produce uneasiness as we are there longer than necessary. We are, in a sense, stuck in the threshold by not transitioning through the hallway to our next destination. The purpose of the hallway is lost. That is the concept of liminal space. And like this example, settings without purpose are also liminal spaces. No matter the time of day, if a space is missing its intended subject to provide a purpose, it becomes a liminal space. Empty playgrounds where children should be playing, empty schools where students and teachers should be filling the halls and classrooms, office spaces, and even homes without family and people and furniture. And these images, they all act the people and the things that make them what they are. Images like the well known back rooms. For many, the backrooms provides a sense of nostalgia and uneasiness. This sense of nostalgia is produced by our memories, memories of places we have been to, things we have experienced. We have seen and smelled damp carpet at least once in our life. We have seen the light and heard the humming of fluorescent light bulbs. Our mind stores these sensations as memories, and it's not until we see something like the back rooms that these memories are unnoted. Once we remember those smells and sounds and sights, the sense of nostalgia kicks in these familiar memories, signed well with liminal spaces. Because most, if not all, of the images are settings we have been to places that we're familiar with. Whether it's the back rooms or an empty parking lot, a creepy staircase, whatever, wherever, if its purpose is lost, then it will invoke fear. Oftentimes, people will resonate with liminal space images for a variety of reasons. However, one of the main driving forces in their popularity seems to be their presence of nostalgia rather than the feeling of unlocking a distant memory. But what is it that makes these images feel nostalgic? I believe it's because a lot of these images takes place in the past. I know that's a given, but I mean way in the past, or at least they're framed that way. Certain liminal space images will have a lot of late 90s to early 2000s design or general architecture. They show places that aren't around anymore, but they still look familiar. Another reason for nostalgia could be the setting of the image. For example, a kindergarten classroom or a play area. These are places that are similar in design in which anyone can recognize what they are. Perhaps seeing these images resonates this nostalgic feeling because these places were once a memory. Nostalgia may be a driving force onto why liminal spaces are so special, but there is no one reason as to why it's often recognized that liminal spaces can often be classified as scary images. And of course, if one were to look upon hundreds and hundreds of them, eventually they would get scared. However, fundamentally, these images try to evoke the emotion of fear. It's obvious in some and less obvious than others, but I do think. Let me use an example. Here's a very popular liminal space image. To me, this is scary because it warps perception to an extent. From seeing other hotel design and architecture, my mind automatically makes me believe that this area is a courtyard, and if that's the case, why is it that there are no visible entrances or exits? And this isn't even to mention the fact that this is an enclosed space. The entire area is covered by a giant ceiling, meaning the room is entrapped on itself. It's this feeling that tells me that something about this place just isn't right. It's almost supernatural. Lastly, in regards to this, the most obvious thing when looking at liminal space images is the fact that there's no people. Unsurprisingly, this would make a lot of people feel off. But why? It's not the fact that there aren't any people in these images that's off, it's the fact that there were plenty of images and photography feature places with no people in them, but they don't make you feel off. That's because liminal space images are not images of nature, they are images of human created objects, buildings, and all around human design. In order for anything to exist in this image, something had to have been here previously, and that something is no longer there. But whatever it is left, it's marked well enough to understand that. Case in point, an image that captures every instant of what I mentioned about nostalgia, fear, emptiness. I'm talking about the end. This is liminal space imagery in its peak form. The framing feels unnatural. What are you supposed to be looking at? There's no focus. And the setting can be very nostalgic for some. To me, it looks like a library, but not just any library, a school library, a place that I have been to that I can relate to. And look at the computer. I certainly remember my school using these things when I went to the library. The image also has a mystery to it. Why are some of the shelves taken down and stacked against the wall? Where's the other half of the room? Where's the entrance and the exits? Why are all the books missing? And with all the books missing, it's easy to infer that something happened here. But what? Well, whatever was here wanted us to know about it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have left a message telling us that this was the end. I hope you learned something today about liminal spaces, those spooky transitional thresholds which are fun to look at online and even more fun to visit in person. Next time you stay at a hotel, stand in the hallway for a few minutes alone or try that, but in an empty staircase. Either way, the disturbing effects of liminal space are not limited to the images you see online. If you have ever felt that you have been in a liminal space, share your experiences in the comments down below. And if you have enjoyed today's video, click the like button and subscribe for more content like this.